Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Ahmad Thoyyib Shofi. Saya berasal dari Universitas Qomaruddin, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan. Video ini adalah video pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi di bidang pengajaran. Mata kuliah yang saya ampu adalah Speaking for Academic Presentation dengan kode mata kuliah PB 216233, bobot SKS 2, semester 3, statusnya wajib, prasyarat Speaking for Group Activity, nama dosen saya sendiri Ahmad Thoyyib Shofi. Capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah pada mata kuliah ini adalah yang pertama, mahasiswa mampu menerapkan dasar-dasar percakapan untuk kondisi formal. Dua, mahasiswa terampil merangkai tata bahasa formal dalam bentuk presentasi atau pidato. Tiga, mahasiswa mampu mempresentasikan berbagai jenis informasi yang termasuk dalam chat atau graf. Empat, mahasiswa mampu mempresentasikan informasi dalam research artikel. Dan yang kelima, mahasiswa mampu menggunakan argumentasinya dalam debat. Deskripsi mata kuliah. The course is designed to develop students' ability in advanced level, such as employing important language function in presenting current issues, panel discussions, and debates. It is also designed to enhance students' ability in giving presentation, such as retelling article. Bahan kajian mata kuliah ini adalah chart and graph presentation, presentation practice, Asian Australian Parliamentary Debate Guideline, expression used by government and opposite team, debate practice, guideline to research presentation, guideline to article analysis, and article presentation. Metode pengajaran yang saya gunakan adalah task-based learning, di mana saya membaginya menjadi 3 sesi. Sesi yang pertama adalah pre-task, saya memberikan brainstorming melalui pertanyaan-pertanyaan kepada mahasiswa. Saya juga memberikan guideline terhadap materi atau apa saja yang harus dipersiapkan untuk melaksanakan tugas. Dan sesi yang kedua adalah task. Saya meminta mahasiswa untuk reading articles, membaca artikel, dan juga analyzing data presentation, menganalisa data presentasi, dan juga membuat mini presentation atau membuat presentasi di dalam kelas. Sesi yang terakhir adalah post-task, di mana saya memberikan feedback kepada mahasiswa. Saya membenarkan apa saja kesalahan-kesalahan yang harus dihindari oleh mahasiswa ketika melakukan presentasi. Saya memberikan feedback ini di akhir sesi, karena jika feedback ini diberikan ketika mahasiswa sedang melaksanakan presentasi, maka akan mengganggu kelancaran presentasi. Referensi yang saya gunakan meliputi yang utama dan juga tambahan. Yang utama adalah English for Academic Study Speaking, karangan McCormack, John Wokin, dan juga Sebastian tahun 2009. Dan untuk yang referensi utama yang kedua adalah Getting Started, Preparing Your First Speech tahun 2009, kalangan HarperCollins. Dan untuk materi tambahan atau untuk referensi tambahan, saya menyertakan beberapa sumber di mana nanti mahasiswa dapat mengakses sendiri, sehingga apabila terjadi kurang pemahaman pada referensi utama, maka mahasiswa bisa mencari atau menambah keilmuannya sendiri melalui referensi tambahan. Untuk penilaian, saya menggunakan model formatif dan juga sumatif. Yang formatif ini berupa oral quizzes, mini presentation, dan juga debate performance. Saya menggunakan penilaian formatif ini ketika mahasiswa berada di dalam kelas, dengan saya mengamati kemajuan-kemajuan yang telah dilakukan oleh mahasiswa. Untuk yang sumatif ini, saya menggunakannya ketika pelaksanaan UTS dan juga UAS yang berbentuk mini presentation dan mini seminar. Pembagian persentasenya adalah untuk tugas 20%, partisipasi kelas atau class participation 20%, midterm test 30%, dan final test 30%. Berikut adalah pertemuan tiap minggu dalam perkuliahan saya. Pada minggu pertama membahas tentang Introduction to Syllabus and Introduction to Academic Speaking dengan aktivitas lecturing and discussing, alokasi waktu 100 menit. Pertemuan kedua, Guideline to Chat and Graph Presentation, Aktivitinya adalah lecturing and discussing, alokasi waktu 100 menit. Pertemuan ketiga adalah presentation practice in pairs, dengan activity lecturing and discussing, alokasi waktu 100 menit. Dan yang keempat, Asian-Australian Parliamentary Debate Guideline. Aktivitinya adalah lecturing and discussing, dan alokasi waktu yang diberikan adalah 100 menit. Pada pertemuan kelima, 6, dan 7, mahasiswa akan praktek berdebat dengan tim-tim yang saya tentukan di kelas. Nantinya tim yang pertama sebagai affirmative team dan tim yang kedua sebagai negative team. Dan juga nanti ada tim adjudicators. Selanjutnya pertemuan yang ke-8 yaitu pelaksanaan ujian tengah semester. Untuk pertemuan ke-9, materinya adalah guideline to research presentation dengan aktivitas lecturing and discussing, sama alokasi waktu 100 menit. Pertemuan ke-10, guideline and article analysis. Aktivitasnya adalah lecturing and discussing, alokasi waktu 100 menit. Dan pada pertemuan ke-11, 12, 13, dan 14 adalah pertemuan praktek mahasiswa untuk mempresentasikan beberapa artikel di depan kelas dengan masing-masing alokasi waktu 100 menit. Untuk aktivitasnya ada beberapa kegiatan. Yang pertama itu group presentation dan ada juga individual presentation. Pada pertemuan ke-15, yaitu sebelum ujian akhir semester, mahasiswa akan saya minta untuk bercerita kepada teman sejawat tentang kesulitan-kesulitan maupun cara menyelesaikan kesulitan tersebut dan sharing kepada teman-temannya ketika berada di kelas. Sehingga nantinya mahasiswa yang memiliki permasalahan di dalam kelas akan mendapatkan solusi juga dari teman-teman sejawatnya. Dan juga mahasiswa saya minta untuk merencanakan apa saja yang akan dilaksanakan untuk menyongsong perkuliahan mendatang. Dan yang terakhir adalah pertemuan ke-16, yaitu pelaksanaan ujian akhir semester. Setelah ini akan saya sajikan video saya dalam praktek pengajaran speaking for academic presentation pada pertemuan kedua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. Are you okay?
Morning, sir.
Thank you for joining this class. And today's meeting, we are going to discuss about academic presentation, the definition, and also some strategies to have a good presentation in academic speaking. Oke, habis ini akan saya share layarnya. Nah, ini dia. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, speaking in academic setting. Yap. Jadi inilah materi kita. Kalau semuanya pernah dengar kata akademik ya? Pernah dengar kata speaking juga?
Yes, sir.
Ya, tapi ini speaking in academic setting. Okay, now we are having brainstorming. There are 5 questions. Question number 1 is, what do you know about speaking? Okay, anyone, please answer my question. What do you know about speaking? Apa yang saudara-saudari ketahui tentang speaking? Bisa menjawab? Speaking. Speaking is normally spoken language. Yep. Okay, just turn on the microphone and answer my question. What do you know about speaking?
Speaking is an activity which happens when two people.
Very good. Activity when happen between 2 people. Okay, other answers? We still have the same question. That is, what do you know about speaking? Speaking, speak. Oral production or spoken language. Okay, now we are coming to the next question. What is academic? Or in Bahasa Indonesia, we normally say it academic. What is academic? Hello, can you answer the question? What is academic? Academic, something relates with with the university or higher education, like us. Now you are studying in a university, so you are the part of the academic. Okay, and the number third, what is speaking for academic purposes? Hello? So there will be the combination between speaking and also academic. Yeah. Can you answer this question, everyone? Question number 3, what is speaking for academic purposes?
Speaking for academic purpose to describe spoken language in different academic settings.
Okay, very good. Speaking to describe academic situation. Okay, and now question number 4. What do you expect to learn concerning speaking for academic purposes? Apa yang saudara-saudari harapkan dalam belajar academic speaking? Ayo, what do you want? I mean, in the teaching and learning process while you are having speaking academic courses. Maybe you want to have some presentation, or maybe you want to have a debate class. So what do you want? How if we have some presentations in the class? Do you like it? Do you like it? How if I ask you to read some research article? Will you do it? How if I want you to have a debate? Yep. How if I want you to have a debate between you and your friends? Do you agree? Do you like it? Okay, so do you like it? Gimana? Kalau misalkan nanti di perkuliahan ada beberapa presentasi akademik dan juga saudara-saudari akan membaca artikel dari hasil penelitian terus menceritakannya kembali di kelas. Bisa ya? Dan tentunya semua menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we are coming to the definition of speaking. Yep, so you are right. Mbak Zaimatusada, speaking is an activity which happens when two people engage in talking to each other. Engage in talking, ada keterlibatan dan bercakap-cakap to each other. Okay, so we will use your oral or the spoken language. And at the definition, speaking is the action of conveying information. Yeah, don't forget to convey the information, to convey the idea, or expressing one's thought and feelings in spoken language. Yep, so there are some keys here. Speaking is an activity, and it happens when two people engage in talking each other, and they are conveying information or expressing one's thought and feelings in spoken language. And now we are continuing to the definition of academic. Yeah, so academic, that is something related to education and scholarship. So that's why I have told you that we are the academic, because we are now learning in the university or in the higher education. So academic is used to describe things that relate to schools, college, and university, as like us. Jadi akademik itu ya sesuatu yang ada hubungannya dengan pendidikan dan juga scholar. Scholar itu artinya itu adalah cendekiawan. Atau juga bisa dikatakan akademik itu digunakan untuk mendeskripsikan sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan sekolah, kampus, dan universitas. Okay, now we are coming to the next slide. So the definition of academic speaking is that speaking that focus on 3 key areas. The first is presentation, seminars, and tutorials. Jadi seperti yang biasanya dilakukan oleh saudara-saudari semua ketika kuliah, pasti familiar with presentations dan juga seminar. Ada juga tutorials. Nah, itulah yang dinamakan dengan academic speaking. Lalu ketika di kelas bagaimana? Ya nanti saudara-saudari semua tentu akan mempresentasikan sesuatu. Apa itu? Yaitu hasil dari artikel penelitian. Seminar ini juga sama, nanti sifatnya adalah presentasi yang menjelaskan tentang data-data yang ditemukan dalam penelitian dan juga tutorial. So, in other definition also, it is describe that academic speaking is designed for students whose English speaking skill need improvement. Jadi nanti ini untuk memperbaiki skill bahasa Inggris kita semua. And the objective of the course is to strengthen all aspects of English ability, especially in academic context. Karena nanti di academic speaking itu kan kita tidak hanya ngomong dalam bahasa sehari-hari, tetapi kita juga mendiskusikan hal-hal yang ilmiah. Contohnya tadi mengenai hasil penelitian, terus presentasi menggunakan figure atau tabel, menggunakan pie chart dan lain sebagainya. Okay, now what do you expect to learn concerning speaking for academic purposes? So I have mentioned earlier that in this class, or if you want to improve your English, especially in academic speaking, you have to be able to present an article. So you have to practice in a presentation many times. Prepare yourself before the presentation. And also to boost your fluency in speaking English, you will have a debate between you and also your friends in the group. Dan juga nanti ada beberapa tutorial. And here is the additional question for you. Mention 5 of the best ways to learn these materials so you can achieve your goals. So the first, you have to practice more. And also, you should have a discussion between you with your friends. And also, you have to read a lot of references and try to listen and understand other speakers. Yeah, when your friend is having a presentation in front of the class, don't forget to listen the presenter carefully. Because if you want to be a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. And the last, don't forget to raise your hand and speak up. Don't forget to give some questions to the speakers and also to the lecturers. Any questions about this material so far? No questions? Okay, so I'll continue. Yep, features of academic spoken English. So the first feature is the complexity. Spoken language is easier than written language. Yeah, and the second feature is the formality. In academic speaking, we will use formal language and avoid colloquial. Colloquial means everyday communication, words and expressions. Okay, so you have to use formal language when you have a presentation. And the third is explicit. It means that you have to give clear information when you are having a presentation. What information? That is about the data or the fact and also the evidence in the research paper, for example. And the fourth is fencing. Fencing means you have to make a boundaries about a topic. Yeah, making a decision about a particular topic and giving boundaries to the topic. Do not go out of the topic. And also, you have to strengthening the claim of the opinion in academic speaking. While you are presenting something, don't forget to strengthen your opinion. Okay, and responsibility, because research must be written by a clear person. So the person who gives information about the result of the research have to be responsible about something that is presented to the audience. Yeah, so when you are having a presentation, you have to make sure that the article is good and also published in a good journal, and also there is a index of the journal, etc. Okay, now we are coming to the next material, that is understanding visual information, figures and graphs. So it is common when you have a presentation, we will use figure. Yeah, so figure is something like a visual, or in Bahasa Indonesia we can say penggambaran. And there are two figures. The first is two-dimensional figure. That is a plane figure, and it has length and width. And the second is three-dimensional figure. And the three-dimensional figure is a solid figure. It has length, width, and height. So the differences is if in two-dimensional figures only has two features. The first is length and width, but in three-dimensional figures has three features. There is length, width, and height. Okay. Figure. Okay, so this is the definition of figure. Figure are visual presentation of result. They come in the form of graph, chart, drawings, photos, or maps. So this is something that you show to the audience while you are having a presentation. And traditionally, they are used to display trends and patterns of relationship, but they can also be used to communicate, process, or display complicated data simply. To support your presentation, while you are explaining the material, it will be very good if you give a figure to the audience. So when you show the figure, the audience will directly, understand what you are speaking about. Okay, so for the next week, if you have a presentation in front of the class, so don't forget to give figure in your presentation. This is the example, two-dimensional figure. Yeah, it is like triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, and decagon. And for three-dimensional figure, we have rectangular prism, triangular prism, square pyramid, cube, and etc. Jadi kalau yang two-dimensional figure itu hanya ada dua dimensi maksudnya. Jadi hanya ada lebar dan tinggi. Kalau yang three-dimensional figure itu adalah tiga dimensi, seperti kubus, apalagi itu persegi panjang dan lain sebagainya. Next slide. And also, and here we have graph. Every graph is a figure, but not every figure is a graph. Graph are a particular set of figure. Jadi graph itu adalah bagian dari figure that display quantitative relationship between variables. Yang mendisplay atau yang menunjukkan hubungan kuantitatif antara variabel. Some of the most common graph include bar chart. Ya. Ada yang dinamakan dengan bar chart, frekuensi histogram, pie chart, scatter plot, and line graph. Each of which display trends or relationship within and among dataset in a different way. Jadi masing-masing graph itu menunjukkan kecenderungan dan juga hubungan dalam berbagai cara. Oke, pie chart. Jadi bagian dari graf ya, itu ada yang namanya pie chart. This is the example of pie chart. So there are some slices, and in every slice indicates something. For example, in a blue color indicates rain, and in a green color indicates setting. Okay, so this is the example of the pie chart. Yeah. Next, bar graph. Bar graph are also used to display proportion. In particular, they are useful for showing the relationship between independent and dependent variables, where the independent variables are discrete. Bar graph can be vertical and horizontal. In a vertical bar graph, the independent variable is shown on the x-axis and the dependent variable on the y-axis. In a horizontal one, the dependent variable will be shown on the horizontal x-axis, the independent on the vertical y-axis. So this is the example. So the number of the students is independent. The number of students is the independent variable, and the color is the dependent variable. Okay, and this is the y-axis and the x-axis. Okay, after discussing about bar graph, here we also have XY scatter plots. Scatter plots are another way to illustrate the relationship between two variables. In this case, data are displayed as point and X and Y coordinate system. Jadi ini sejenis dengan bar chart ya, nanti itu ada garis X dan Y. Tapi nanti itu ada semacam titik koordinat yang menghubungkan antara X dan Y. Seperti inilah contohnya, ya. X and Y scatter plot. So there is a plot here, and this is connected between Y and X variable. Okay. And also, we have X-line graph. Line graphs are similar to scatter plots in that they display data along the axis of variation. Line graph, however, plot a series of related values that depict a change in one variable as a function of another. For example, word population dependent over time independent. Okay, so here is the y-axis as the dependent variable, and here is the x-axis as the independent variable. And there will be a coordinate here, yeah. And also there is a correlation between this point, between x and y-axis. Okay. Any questions about figure? Ada pertanyaan mengenai figure? Ada pertanyaan? Bagaimana? Halo? Bagaimana? Apakah ada pertanyaan? Do you have any questions, everyone? Oke, coba ini akan saya tanya ya. Coba akan saya tanya. Saya sebut nama, nanti coba saya tanya ya. Ini ada Mbak, siapa namanya? Ada Mas Muhammad dan Eko. Oke, Mas Muhammad dan Eko. So please answer my questions. I'll give you a simple question. So what is the meaning of speaking, Mas Muhammad dan Eko?
Speaking is an activities yang dilakukan oleh beberapa orang.
Okay. And don't forget about the key, that is spoken language or oral language. Okay, so please repeat your answer. What is speaking? Mas Muhammad dan Eko Saputra. What is the definition of speaking?
Speaking is
Other persons, please.
speaking is
Okay. Ya. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia apa speaking itu? Bisa dijawab?
bicara.
Oke, berbicara. Bagus. Ketika berbicara
Speaking is the
berarti
delivery of language through
okay.
the mouth to speak. We created sound using many parts or of the body. That's all. That's it.
Okay, very good question. So you have other definition. I mean, you can answer the question by your own language.
Yes, sir.
So sorry, I have to continue the material. Yep. So before closing this class, yeah. Okay. Siti Laila itu muta makina.
Lin. Quite.
Okay. So here are some useful expressions. If you want to describe the chat or present the chat. In the verb, we have to increase, to decrease, to be steady, to rise, to decline, to drop, to expand, to maintain. We also to remain, to go up, to go down, to plateau, to climb, to improve, cut, and keep. So you can find the meaning by your own self-test. Just open your dictionary. And also in adjective and adverb, here we have sharp, steady, dramatic, significant, slight, sharp, slow, sharply, gradually, dramatically, significantly, dramatically, slightly, sharply, and quickly. And here, if you want to present a research paper, don't forget to take some notes of, don't forget this one. Don't forget to underline the keywords, the verb, the noun, the adjective, and the adverb. And also write the opposite word, similar word, and synonym. So if you have the opposite word, the similar word, and also the synonym of the vocabulary, your presentation will be rich. Circle or highlight the graph. So take something that is important and don't forget to highlight. Identify the trend, what is happening, the main change, the most noticeable thing, the pattern over the time, the pattern for different places. Okay, any questions, everyone? Any questions? So please turn on your video.
No, sir.
Yep. Turn on your video, please.
Video. All right.
Yeah, show me your face. Okay, so that's all our meeting for today. Thank you for coming, everyone. Let's close our meeting
Very
today
much.
by reciting Al-Fatihah together. Al-Fatihah. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.